Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and amazing and amazing, spectacular, wondrous Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, hero, sight, defender of the fatherland, off here to a 1v1 on Faymonville Approach. In the north, it is Renegade. A Smurf account for, I don't think, someone from Denmark. At least that's what the Steam tag determined, but I don't know who it could be. Maybe it's Refro, maybe it's Armstrong, maybe it's someone else entirely different. Anyways, finally here for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, with shock rifle, guard rifle, and urban defense, with double machine gun anti-tank in the south, it is Elpern. Finally for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, rolling out here with the Sperrverband Wolf, with Osttruppen featuring, well, Osttruppen, entrenching tools, artillery field officers, supply drops, and railway artillery support with infantry, Pantherfast, and Panzergrenadier bulletins. We got the Osttruppen info to start here for Elpern. Aggressive in terms of timing, which is typically what you find yourself needing as the Wehrmacht half the time. Increasingly, there's double conscript dominators here from Renegade. Also, shall we say, more aggressive timing-wise opening, since it allows you to get up more stuff fast in the field. That way, grab more points as well. So, looks like expecting the Osttruppen hopes to counter it by going a bit fast as well in the field there. Interesting sort of meta gameplay going on then between these two players. Again, I imagine Renegade is a already very skilled company, these two players, but again, for the reason is hiding out here under the name Renegade to hide their strategies a bit. So when probably for an upcoming tournament, probably the World Cup, for example, the opponent kind of just gets, oh right, he's going to do this. So anyways, Osttruppen filtering in there, opening up the engineers, unless of course there's only one Dane I haven't checked, and of course they can figure out, okay, it's the Dane. Oh, go figure. Anyways, point there being seized, going for the point here. Triple Osttruppen for Elpern. With 1 MD42, this is double constant double units for Renegade. So far, north side is secured, south side seeing some light pressure here. We got a bit of bat while this will tonight. Renegade, easy access to the heavy cover. Cheeky breaky. Up north, the Osttruppen versus the engineers. Charging force there. Osttruppen may suffer, single catch there, maybe even two against the engineers. Once it'll get some good damage in there. Going for the cup on with the Osttruppen squad. MD42 remaining in support there. Up north, conscript moving there. A lot of action in the center here. We got punish with the conscripts. Elpern is yet to take up, but probably want to do that soon. Osttruppen right up north here as Renegade strikes. And of course, as always, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button, all that jazz. And of course, if you can, support me on Patreon or donate. Just quick messages all the way. Anyways, up north, conscripts the Osttruppen. And before setting up, people risk getting flanked here. Renegade is definitely putting some serious pressure there, looking for the weak spots in Elpern's lines and just hitting them hard. In this regard, Elpern certainly playing the Osttruppen aggressively has found himself in a situation someplace who the O extends too far. And while you do want to play Osttruppen aggressively, obviously you want to play the Wehrmacht aggressively, you don't want to play yourself too thinly out. That way your opponent can just overwhelm the isolated units, and that would deal with them, in this case the MD42. In the south though, he does manage to win there as Renegade switches up north. Tech almost done him before being pushed back. Needs to get more troops out there. And I think you need to retreat the MD42, there's a good chance of losing here to Renegade. Back here, we got the medics on the way there for Renegade and the Red Army. Going for the cut-off point there. Fuel pump being seized in the north. South side there, sandbags up. Osttruppen holding up. Without further support, they do risk getting overwhelmed by Renegade, who of course also just go straight for the car point and laying down sandbags. 2 thumbs up there. We got an Osttruppen squad there preventing this though. Elpern was that fast at least. Osttruppen there finally reinforcing and before coming in as well. Dropping back to deal with it, but Renegade keeping the pressure. He's also building the support and company there. Guessing we're seeing a field gun, maybe a Maxim. Mortars could happen, but also a good chance. Well, Pioneer sneaking about. They're going to go for the car on there, trying to divert the Renegade away from the front line here. Conscript right there. Tech done. Fast punch squad, I think, would be a good idea. This actually laying down S-Mines here behind Renegade. I like this idea. That's risky though. But I need to take more damage while they do stuff like building, laying down mines at the same time. Oh, he's managed to catch the conscripts of the minefield. He gets the Pioneers wiped. Doesn't get the conscripts wiped either. That's awkward. But I gotta say, I gotta admire here Elpern's gumption and spirits there to try and pull that off. We got more Pioneers to replace the ones that got blown apart in their own minefield. Comrade, you think I am trapped in here, but it is in fact you that is trapped with me in this minefield. Osttruppen engineers here going for the center victory point there with MD42 going for the northern field here. Engineers sneaking about. Pioneers ready. I imagine we're seeing the likely mechanized company for Elpern and the German army. Concentrating out once more. Support and company remaining so far silent here and quiet for Renegade. Concentrating southwards. Nope, always sandbags here to cover the fuel point. Cheeky breaky. Likely mechanized company of Elpern. Grabbing the northern field over the Osttruppen. Engineers with their flamethrowers. You're seeing an Osttruppen about here. Up north, Engineers versus the Osttruppen. Osttruppen quick retreating. He could have laid down sandbags while he had time there with the Osttruppen, by the way. We do get the 251. Probably going to be a flamethrower attack here from Elpern to burn through Renegade's forces like a wildfire. Osttruppen reinforcing, using their fast reinforcement speed to get back on the field quickly. Constantly behind heavy cavalry, Osttruppen towards the Soviet heavy cavalry there. That's set in for the flank with the conscripts, so extend a bit too far there. Half check almost done. Again, Elpern needs to be a bit more mindful of how he positions his forces and does no extend. That's it, the flamethrower half tech should do some heavier lifting here, so I imagine he's going to go for the flamethrower. That's it. Regular half tech wouldn't be bad either, since again he can then reinforce the Osttruppen on the field, the MG42. And the Osttruppen reinforced fast. That has some advantages, though of course you need to be careful not to beat yourself out doing it, though. I've done that a few times back in the day. Tech up there though for Renegade in his base. Tank group 10 command out. Flamethrower half track, halfway ready. That's it, right now Renegade's getting a lot more fuel here. And we've got Urban Defence for Renegade. Goes to the light anti-tank gun. 10% from the S1 field. Flammpanzerwagen almost done. But lots of intense action here, not really any quiet dull moments. Up north, the flesh push here, Pioneers with Engineers, the flamethrower mine down there. Minesweeper was ready, need support there though. Flammpanzer on ground the conscripts, southern field being seized again by the Osttruppen. Bags can be hauled forwards, tank coming almost done. Probably won't go, can't go for T's. Oh, mine spotted there, Osttruppen almost done, but they're going to need support there. Will need support. Panzer squad on the way to Elpern, very good. Anti-tank gun, I think, should be the next target of choice there. I think that unless he's going to go for a lot of armoured cars, because he probably should be expecting the T-Sim soon here for Renegade. Going to use caught with the Flammpanzerwagen. Laying down sandbags there, very good. Ground the centre with the Osttruppen squad. Lots of sandbags from both sides, by the way. 2 thumbs up to that one. But I do think Elpern's got a bit of the sandbag advantage. Those opponents, well, advantage, but he's been the one being laying down more, mines and these, well, not mines, laying down more sandbags. There you go, mines it off with the flame for half track. Nice work there. We got 438 versus 487. Panzerman are running with their Sturmgewehr 44, and they're going to end a nice hit on the next flame for half track. Almost got it there. Elpern can soon go for the Panzerabwehr on the 40. In the south here, we got Engineers sneaking about there under Elpern's nose, at least next to the nose, but not quite there under, I think. Need to fix that. Going for medics first. I get that, but he definitely needs to prioritise the Pack 40 soon here. Well, again, lots of armoured cars. I mean, there's the option of Panzerschrecks and the Panzer Grenadiers, but with an Osttruppen build, you really don't want to do that unless you're desperate, because they're going to be one of your best sources of anti-infantry firepower that's not used to getting shot down by an anti-tank gun. And particular Panzer Grenadiers tend to be one of your best bets against anti-tank. You get true squads out of the Panzer Grenadier. They can actually quickly hose down anti-tank guns. But need to treat them. Fuel pump being hit again. You meet response. They've got a lot of Storm Squad being corralled towards there. Can soon go for the Pack 40. Of course, this is the option for supply drop for another machine gun, plus the Pack 40, plus munitions and fuel, which would actually offset, I think, some of the initially here Renegade's got them on fuel. And there you go, teasing away there for Renegade. Plus, no build time then and there, you can just pop it up there for something to get the Pack to the field front line faster. So there's actually a lot of advantage just going for supply drop here for Elpern. But again, we'll see if he does that. The South also was Engineers. Engineers. We got 438 versus 469. T-Sen right about down there for Renegade. Flammpanzer need to be careful not to extend, and there we go. We do get the supply drop the Elpern. Pack 40, of course, a great choice there. But additionally, just getting on the machine gun out in the field is going to also do some very nice work there for Elpern. Plus the fuel munitions doesn't hurt either. I mean, that is extra resource there for him. That is extra resources, and oh dear, those are SS rooms, aren't they? Whoops. Anyways, Flammpanzerwagen there, half health. T-Sen is the Osttruppen. Cancelling up there. Osttruppen reinforcing. Grab the resources. Panzer of the Engineers. Reinforcing up there. Heading northwards there. Flammpanzer wing about. Shock troops out there for Renegade. Definitely an issue for the Osttruppen, who are definitely not shock trooper proof. not in your wildest, wettest dreams. North here, Panzer delivers the 2 conscripts. At that range, they're going to be torn apart. The Pan's going to be not the conscripts. Lampard going to hold back. Need to get the MG34 going as well, but at least he has the Pack 40 ready. It's definitely very good there for him, but he definitely needs to get the fuel point there. I think he's like defended a bit more efficiently. Laying down S-mines on it could be an idea there. And of course, just more mines in general from Elpern would I think be a fairly good investment here versus Renegade. But there you go, MG4 secured. T-70 rolling ahead here with its 45mm gun. The T-70 was basically just an interim solution. They made it despite knowing it wasn't a particularly great tank. That was also really expensive tank, despite being a light tank. But again, they just had to make something because obviously they just have no tanks to go around. During that period in, I think, 1941-42, where they were moving all the factories, away from you, where the Germans could, actually reach them. So they sort of had to make the T-70 sort of like, an interim solution, more out of necessity than actual want. It was basically just the T-50 and T-60 sort of put together, sort of in terms of roles. So little fun fact there. In fact, it was more expensive to make than the T-34-6. There you go, good hit from the Pack 40 on the T-70 though. Booby trap there by 2 thumbs up to Renegade from using booby traps. That said, Osttruppen selling them off is probably not with something to do with them. Great comrade, a booby trap went off. Great, how many fascists? Well, 2 Osttruppen. Oh god damn it. Maximum away there for Renegade. Flamp moving about now, Elpern's managed to set up a much stronger position there. Laying down part 1 again, note the way he's doing it. Makes it hard for them to actually use the cover more directly. Cheeky breaky, and before the back flank though. And same flank can support. Definitely a bit of a risky maneuver there by Elpern. We got the Osttruppen as well. Probably should consider another Panzer squad or the officer for some more assault elements, would be my suggestion here. Now let's tag up fast. He is at least taking up their thumbs up. Renegade, meanwhile, is yet going there. The Osttruppen about to enter a world of pain and then enter into the next world, as there's a good chance of getting wiped with the T-70 instructors. They're going for the retreat path D. In fact, I'd be fairly surprised if they made it back home. Yeah, they did. MG Fed falling back in the match from there. South side, we got some constant about. They've got mines being laid down here. 2 thumbs up. We got lots of Bart Y here from Elpern and some sandbags at the same time. Seems like an almost avant-garde piece of art. Yeah, I call this piece Breakfast at Stalingrad at 5 o'clock. 5? Wait, by there. Well, in the morning. Oh. She's moving in there and hits the telemine. It hits the telemine. 2 thumbs up to Elpern. Telemines are great. And he rushes for it to grab it. Even though the Osttruppen get murdered, They're still going to force him to spend an anti-tank grenade on it. And he might lose some conscript in the process. There we go. In which case, he might lose an Osttruppen. Holy smokes! He actually forces a retreat there. Did he actually tank this? He hasn't researched anti-tank grenades. Oh. Bollocks. Filking away there for Renegade. He's suddenly in a really bad place. His opponent has the T-70, and it's manned by Osttruppen. Not that it makes a difference, really, but it sounds cool. They had the tank, and they were pissed. It is the latest Russian horror movie. Osttruppen in the T-70. Relive the dark days of World War II. Anyways, T-70 fixed up there.
The territory is out of contact.
Field gun almost done. Shotguns in the line of fire of the T-70, and then moving out of the line of fire of the T-70. Conscripts about in the north. MD fed up in the conscripts. Engineers moving as well. Need to get the MD fed out there before it gets cleared out by the engineers with a flamethrower. He's moving up, striking for the glory of Deutschland. Shock troopers definitely in the world of hurt there, but there you go. Got an M10 coming up from inside the base. That's it. Shock troopers still had a chance of getting right there with the T-70 light tank. I like the Panzer T-70. Something R. It would have had some sort of like number designation. Can't quite remember what the code was for the Soviet Union. And then been like an R on top of that. T-70 knocked out. They're finally put to rest there by Renegade. Finally. After much terror, tribulation, and worry, the T-70 has been finally exterminated. Elpern can soon go for Panther 4, gaining still the upper hand in armor versus Renegade, just not with a T-70. But imagine you had the Panther 4 and a T-70, that'd been an absolute nightmare for Renegade. Or T-70 and Osttruppen. Or a T-70 and a Stu. He obviously wouldn't go for a Stu here, but could have. Could have. And scram the northern part of the Panther is very good there. Eventually 2 center being C-stealed by Renegade. 6 will push there, breaking through Elpern's line. Got mines in the road, very good spot there. Sneaking back in the north. Panther taking the center there. I think Elpern probably should consider a mortar here. A bit of light artillery could go a long way here for Elpern. That said, he of course had to build the infantry company, which he may be hesitant to do, but I think it'd actually be a good idea just for the mortar, honestly. Like just some smoke for some deal with the anti-tank guns or any suppressor weapons. Plus, just makes it harder for like Renegade to hold positions around the center. Maybe to attack at times. So I think there's a lot of benefits here to Elpern at some point backtaking for the infantry company and getting out a mortar. I wouldn't say it's a priority, but I do think it is something you should consider in the nearer future. Introduce those pioneers.
The enemy is attempting to
Jump out
steal
like
our
repairs.
sector.
Pioneers had to work with that one. Of course, also worth knowing, could consider laying down some mines for the flamethrower tech. I think that would always be a good idea there for Elpern. Probably could have done that sooner, actually, and had more in the center there, actually. Needs to fall back here from the north before the Renegade shock troopers tear through him. Unfortunately up there. I'm being comfortable soon enough. There we go.
Panzer IV is ready for battle.
Radhol's got the Panther here for Elpern and the German army. We got the mechanized armor company for Renegade. Go for the T-34-6. Shock troopers routed. Punch their routed. 82, they're getting the flamethrower. They're hitting the 4 from an anti-tank and punching through the frontal armor. Another hit there. Main gun out. Not really great situation there for Elpern again. In terms of max control, victory points wise, Renegade has them all. In terms of fuel points, Renegade has them all. But 90 doesn't have them. He has got one of them. But still, the victory points, I think, is crucial. Plus, in terms of, I think, line, he's probably looking a bit more favourite. There you go. Confident, routed by the Panther Fuzzer, goes for the hard flank there. Thumbs up. I still think Elpern should consider one more assault infantry squad. Again, the opposite is sort of the cheaper solution, but still workable. But again, ours, Panzer Grenadiers. It's either that or he needs to be Refro with a Sturmpanzer and a Panzerwerfer. But here's Elpern Refro. I think the name should give it away. Anyways, up north, they're also going to go for the victory point. Boob trap nearby. Oh, he's going to run for the manor house there in the south there. Another attempt there to gain territory. Looks like succeeding. Machine occupying the centre. Outmaneuvers their Renegade, who focus so much in the north. Nice play there by Elpern. Probably guys to find the MD-34. And MD-42 there. Where's the MD-34? Oh, it's the MD-34. They both have XMG-1. T-34 for Renegade. Very good. Getting in some army here versus Elpern. Need to treat the pioneers though before they get annihilated. Direct hit there, need to get the flamethrower tech out of there. Need for the engineers, Panther taking that hit from the anti-tank up there. A lot of action all over the place here. Very intense fight, with not a lot of, shall I say, downtime between the two sides. Now they're playing giving the other one much time to breathe, to rest, to get a hold of their senses. North they also continue to hold the point there, but what are they holding against? Like, Surge's not going to, like, you know, grab the point. It's not like, you know, they're too concerned due to the boob shot and just been sweep out the Osttruppen. So Elpern, it feels like he's, you know, got a bit of a silly situation. T-34-6 is out there for a Renegade and the Red Army. Maxim firing away. So with increasing support from Renegade again, I feel like Elpern really would benefit from a mortar. Sadly, there is none. Going for T4, obviously he's slap machines to the Osttruppen, and of course he can go for heavier stuff, but you know, you could also just go for like a mortar, more Panther 4s and 8 from Stooges. I think that allows to do the trick just as much, between some more Panther Grenadiers. That's obviously just my
Enemy
opinion.
forces are securing our territory.
Let's march down here. T-54 station 4 tier 4 Renegade. Going to hit the infantry almost clearing out in a matter of moments. Tech 4 Lancer get hit. They're punching through the T-54 76's side armor. Another shot there misses this time. That goes a bit low. North here, Osttruppen holding out there. Back here, reinforcing healing. Tier 4 almost down there for Elpern and the German army. Controlling out there. And the field gun being hold forwards there by Soviet field gun crews. Now the T-34 from 6 on the way there for Renegade and the Red Army. Got 333 to 367.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
That's Westmost there from Elpern. I think from Norfolk's going to try and outmaneuver. I think they're Renegade, but we need to be mindful of such things as tanks. South being cleaned back here by Renegade. No immediate response there from Elpern. Seems to be focusing on north, but the maximum is going to be quite a headache. And again, the lack of a mortar makes it hard to counter it. Osttruppen nearby should be able to upgrade light machines. Now going for another Panther 4, so the tier 4 move seems slightly more opaque then. Flame after they're trying to deal with the booby trap. Technically it can. Yes, I think, at least I think you can. I'm not entirely sure you can, no. It should be, I guess. And there's Panther 4 halfway done there. I mean, explosions can set off the booby trap, by the way. And a fun fact, booby traps can set off nearby mines. If set up close enough. Had that happen once. Not to one of my own units, thankfully, one of the enemy's units. Punish moving in there. Actually taking out this little demo shot that's actually in the booby trap there in the center, in the middle of everything. There you go. So you see the T-54 sets off an explosion, but apparently flamethrowers can't set it off. At least you need a lot of fire. Gun northern victory point, at least on the neutral south side. Flamethrower crashes through there. Renegade's lines who are very sparsely defended there. 2 T-54s up north, can't afford an opportunity to get in there. But again, he also needs assault infantry, like total more friendly to the support and whatnot. Panther arriving. Up north, they also could actually try and Panther fast here maybe. There we go, has an option now. Pack 40 there. In trouble, MD-54's in trouble. Osttruppen not Panther fast, a lot going on for Elpern. In the south here, we got Osttruppen with the conscript, Flamethrower falling back. But up north is where the fighting continues at a rather high intensity between Elpern and Renegade. .85 machine gun being blasted. Panther 3 kills, Armor 5 kills. Back here, reinforcing and repairing. Panther needs to get up north. He does have one railroad to the support strike already. Could be something to consider here at the right place versus Renegade. Got one T-54. That's definitely a small win there for Elpern versus Renegade. We got 273 versus 667. Flamethrower take almost fixed up. Machine remains defending the cutoff point, except there's not really much to cut off at this point, so it ends up feeling a bit, you know, redundant. There we go. Finally, some more Panzer grenades worth noting. We haven't seen any Osttruppen being upgraded light machine guns yet. At least it's going for more Panzer grenades. Very good. Sad good. And so Elpern is in a bit of a tricky position. I think we should focus centre south again instead of trying to push from the north, which is some ways a bit easy to defend right now for Renegade. It's not like easy breakthrough territory with the tanks there. And again, like the south is just so sparsely defended. Like a good push there would like easily arm to just gain 2 victory points and summon fuel, and also be able to maybe even quickly swing up here behind Renegade's front line and threaten them there. So I definitely feel like Elpern should just, you know, try and conduct a swift swing towards the centre south, and then, if possible, swing up behind Renegade while doing so. Obviously, that requires some really good timings and whatnot to successfully pull it off, but I don't think it's impossible either. That said, we'll have to see what Elpern does here. Renegade at this point could theoretically transfer here for the KV-2 heavy tank. They could also just go for more T-34s from 6s or initially 5. I think both would be viable options. Got Osttruppen with a light machine gun. Panther falling in, Pack falling up as well there. South side, we got the Osttruppen up there, Panther falling up. So both squads are upgraded with the LMG-42, increasing their firepower to withstand the Marxist menace. Thing coming up there. Panther being held at bay by the fires of the Third Reich. field abounding the MB-42. Their pants are forming up. He directed from the Sister field gun, shooting right through an outhouse. That's going to be quite the shitty experience from those in there. Cease failing, and bring me some toilet paper. Anyways, Panther 4, they put back with a field gun. Panther 4 lands a nice hit. This is where, Panther will be good for clearing out the field gun, maybe. The ace one is all the way down south, which is probably an awesome score should be honestly working. But anyways, got the center, got the south, get the victory point there. So again, with this Elpern has, managed to go himself a lot much more ground than just trying to concentrate in the north here. Could have done it faster, but at least he did it. Got 234 to 363. Definitely also think should use the flame pipe to lay down some more mines if possible here and there. Very handy ability. Very handy. Though of course it can be a bit tough to remember doing all the fighting, but it's still like just press a button and get it going. So it really is something that could be worth training yourself up to. Now the north is open up, but again, Renegade's going to try and shift towards tank for the center south. So again, it could maybe divert some forces northwards. That said, Renegade's also looking like it's going to be soon heading towards the KV2. Let's see how Elpern is ready for that. Though again, mines to deal with that would be great. Tifa going in there. It's close to the telemine there, but no certainly mines otherwise they're laid down. And again, no mines there. Again, like just a few mines and a half to I think we've done a lot more blunt as assault. Panther for there for Elpern, obviously hopefully with the anti-tank support. Panther going for the T-54 safe places 2-5. Pack bottoming up, but it's close to infantry and the shot through there. I think Elpern here might be slightly overtaxed on so Renegade just Renegades. Well, Renegade tactics are, I think, quite outstressing Elpern here. Paul's going to think to make some bad calls. There you go. Flame Factor knocked out here. Panther 4 on top as well. Panther for almost done, but so he almost set off the mine possibly there. Panther 4 rushing system. Panther 4, there you go, tank made off. Next tank flew down to 2/3. There you go, T-First shoots and the Panther 4 shot bounces. Panther 4 is ready. So the front line sort of Panther 4 diving in there. Elpern going to take out the T-54, but I think the problem is very much risk losing the Panther 4 in return, which is not a great trade-off for Elpern, to put it very gently. Panther flying off here. Hope to catch it there, but this range is going to be very inaccurate. Panther 4 knocked out and lost the other Panther 4 as well. This is a really bad place to be for Elpern. Really bad place to be. Plus, he's lost the Panther to his squad. Meanwhile, Renegade in comparison, while he's lost a lot there, has also been stalling for the KV2 heavy tank, which means once it hits, Elpern currently has no way of stopping it. Like, their solution might be a Panther strike, obviously that's an emergency solution, but that of course meaning then there's even less ways of dealing with Renegade's infantry, which would be even more devastating, I think, here for Elpern, to be honest. But there you go. KV2 tank out there for Renegade and the Red Army up north here, pointing to the Pioneers, sneaking forwards there. Pack being destroyed. Including the Contras there. Contras around the pack, but yeah, need to get to safety, need to get those Panzers to take a look. Got the anti-tank in there, artillery strike, shatters sandbags, and the machine there gets wiped. Also moving forward, Panther can almost shoot. 230, 229, versus 330. Got the point, but they're on the head for the Contras still. More Panzers there for Elpern, KV2 rushing forwards. Yeah, the situation here for Elpern is what you'd call fairly desperate. Got the northern points. KV2 trying to destroy the Spartans here, mostly hitting a whole telephone pole. Which is proving to be surprisingly, solid, taking repeated 152mm high explosive shells. That's made out of pure stalinium or something. There you go, cut the machine gun finally. I mean, they should just, jam to make the tanks out what this telephone pole is made out of. They would have won the war. Oh, nice. So rockets hit there. Further dimension the barrage. Got 29 to 317. Got Panzerjägers up. Obviously didn't use the A squad for that, but yeah, bunched up. They direct hit up from the KV2. looking pretty rough with Elpern. He's still fighting, he still believes in Endsieg. But I think it may be beyond his reach, and there you go. Elpern realizes the course is lost and surrenders. A victory here for Renegade, a victory for the Red Army, a loss for the Germans. And we sort of see the weakness of the Osttruppen strategy. Again, it does have clear weaknesses. Sure, early game you get off there, but again, you see there if you extend, Renegade could explode that, turn the game slowly against Elpern. And of course, late game, the Osttruppen just tend to scale poorly, need more panzers, other assault elements, but Elpern just never got them, relied too much on the Osttruppen, meanwhile Renegade just chewed them up. So there you go, hope you got this match, I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, don't tell enemies. This is Imperial in Tears. Thank you for watching, hope to see you all tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.